So I kind of have to tell about how God answered a prayer of mine in less than 24 hours. Really, two prayers. So let me just dive right in. This is the Humble Henry channel. I am a high earner, not rich yet, and I talk all about my financial journey, pay transparency, spend transparency, and how I am working to live my debt-free life. So Friday night, I had been feeling a type of way. Really, I had been feeling kind of lonely as I went to bed that night and just felt like my evenings had become something that I almost dreaded because I just didn't know what to do or where to go that was going to be fun, but not cost me a lot of money, get to spend time with people, but also not be doing activities I didn't want to do. I didn't want to be doing a lot of drinking and things like that. And in addition to that, I also, if you're following along, I'm doing a journey to not use my credit card for 6 months. And so I know that I had about $40 in my cash, which $40 to get you through a weekend in Atlanta is like a quarter. And so I had two specific prayers for God on Friday night. I said, Lord, I really don't want to feel lonely. Help me to not feel lonely in the evenings and just find something to do. And then, Lord, also I pray for breathing room in my financial situation. And then I went to bed Friday night. I woke up Saturday morning feeling really refreshed, and I actually had a text from my former boss at a restaurant that I used to work at in Midtown, where he just so happened to need help for this weekend. And it's a brunch restaurant, so they're only open in the mornings, and my mornings both Saturday and Sunday were open. So boom, I literally went to sleep and asked God for breathing room, and I woke up to a way to make money. So I was so grateful to God. I took him up on the offer, headed into the restaurant. We had a great shift, and I worked there until I went to noonday prayer on Saturday. As I was leaving noonday prayer on Saturday, a message goes off in our church group me that our pastor is preaching that night at a church a little bit in the north of Atlanta up in Kennesaw. And so if folks wanted to go and support, we were welcome to do so. I was thrilled yet again because it's a Saturday night, which is like the hardest night for me to just kind of be sitting around the house, not doing anything. I knew I wanted to get out of the house. I knew I wanted to see some familiar faces, but I didn't want to spend any money. I didn't want to go out drinking, right? So, I mean, what else is there left to do? And now I have the opportunity to go to church and to worship with some of my friends from my ministry. So honestly, I just was so amazed because God was so quick for me. Like, he was so quick for me. And I truly appreciate that. I mean, all you have to do is ask and it'll be given unto you. And even though regarding that money prayer, sometimes when we ask God for relief in our financial situations, in the back of our mind, we know that we want a mystery deposit in the bank account. We want to win the lottery scratch off. We want an inheritance of $500,000. But that's not always how God operates. My pastor is doing a series on stewardship right now, and there's a verse in Deuteronomy that I want to say is 28 and 18, but I'll put what it is. And it talks about how God gives us the power to get wealth. Right? And so, yes, he can make those mystery deposits happen, but more than likely, he's going to give you a way to get to your wealth, right? And it's still something that we need to work for. So I'm just so grateful. And this is a little bit different from my usual content, but on this journey of being a high earner, not rich yet, there are going to be days where I am struggling to just live within my means, right? Like, I know that, yes, I have a $30,000 credit limit. I could have went out and bought a Tesla, right? But that is not really going to lend itself to the future that I'm trying to build, where I have early retirement and I have, resources that allow me to have freedom to not work or to do whatever is important to me. So I just hope that this video can be encouraging to someone. I know that I personally was so encouraged Saturday night when I went to bed and really thought about how quickly and swiftly God answered my prayers. And so I hope that this video reaches the right audience of people who are looking for something from God. Just know that when we pray to God, he's listening to us, and it's our responsibility to listen for his answer, right? It is not a one-way street, it's a two-way street. And so I know this video is going to be something that I will look back on and be so excited about and just so, godly proud of this testimony. But I hope that if you want to hear more about someone who is walking their Christ walk and trying to live a financially stable life, get to early retirement, someone who's trying to build wealth, like and subscribe for more. All right, bye.